Welcome to Divine Extension, a refuge of peace and prayer. Here we pause with God, we listen, we share, and we grow in faith together. Because here, no one prays alone.
Introduction and Foundations of Affirmations. Your daily dose of blessings. Affirmations to transform your day. Have you ever stopped to think about the power your words have over your reality? Every thought we cultivate, every phrase we repeat to ourselves, is shaping not only our perception of the world, but the very essence of who we are and what we can become. This is not just another material about positive thinking. It is an invitation to a deep and lasting transformation through the conscious practice of daily affirmations. Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of purpose, clarity, and gratitude. Visualize yourself facing challenges with unshakable confidence, making decisions aligned with your deepest values, and attracting circumstances that reflect the best version of yourself. This is not fantasy or magical thinking. It's the natural result of a trained mind, an expanded consciousness, and a heart open to the blessings that already exist in your life. Daily affirmations are much more than simple motivational phrases. They are tools for neural reprogramming, bridges between your current state and desired state, seeds planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Modern neuroscience has confirmed what ancient spiritual traditions always knew. Our brain is capable of creating new connections and thought patterns at any stage of life. When you consciously repeat an affirmation, you are literally creating new neural pathways. You are replacing limiting beliefs with empowering beliefs. You are actively choosing which version of yourself you want to strengthen. And here's the secret that few understand. It's not about denying current reality, but about expanding your consciousness to include possibilities that previously seemed invisible or unattainable. Think of your mind as a garden. For years, perhaps decades, you've allowed certain weeds to grow freely. Doubts, fears, self-criticism, negative thought patterns, inherited from childhood or absorbed from your surroundings. These weeds have created deep roots, and simply ignoring them won't make them disappear. Affirmations are your conscious gardening tools. With them, you not only remove the weeds but plant flowers, fruit trees, and create a healthy and prosperous mental ecosystem. The practice you're about to discover doesn't require hours of your day or significant financial investments. It requires only three things: consistency, presence, and openness. Consistency because neural transformation happens through repetition. Presence because mechanical affirmations have limited power. You need to feel the words, not just pronounce them. And openness because you must be willing to release old identities that no longer serve your growth. Many people begin practicing affirmations with enthusiasm but give up after a few days or weeks because they don't see immediate results. This is an understandable but critical mistake. Deep transformation doesn't happen overnight. You are undoing patterns that took years or decades to establish. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate small changes. One less critical thought. A moment of inner peace. A more aligned decision. These are all signs that the process is working. Throughout this material, you will be guided through different categories of affirmations, each designed to strengthen a specific aspect of your life. From morning affirmations that set the tone for your day, to nighttime affirmations that prepare your mind for restorative sleep and inspiring dreams. You will learn not only what to say, but how, when, and why these practices are so powerful. Most importantly, you will discover how to create your own personalized affirmations, authentic and deeply resonant with your unique journey. The science and spirituality of affirmations. To truly understand the transformative power of affirmations, we need to explore both the scientific foundation and the spiritual wisdom that supports this ancient practice. Far from being opposing concepts, science and spirituality converge in fascinating ways when it comes to the human mind's capacity to shape its own reality. From a neuroscientific perspective, every thought you have creates a chemical response in your brain. Chronic negative thoughts release cortisol and other stress-related substances that not only affect your mood but also your physical health, immune system, and ability to make clear decisions. On the other hand, positive and affirmative thoughts stimulate the production of serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins, the neurotransmitters associated with well-being, motivation, and happiness. Neuroplasticity, a revolutionary discovery of modern neuroscience, demonstrates that our brain remains malleable throughout life. Through conscious repetition, we can literally rebuild the neural structures that determine our thought, emotional, and behavioral patterns. Dr. Joe Dispenza, an internationally recognized neuroscientist and author, explains that when we repeat a thought or action consistently, we create stronger synaptic connections, making that pattern more automatic and natural. But affirmations go beyond mere mechanical repetition. They work on multiple levels of consciousness. At the conscious level, they direct your attention and focus. At the subconscious level, they begin to replace old programming that may be sabotaging your efforts without you realizing it. And at the superconscious or spiritual level, they align you with higher energies and possibilities. Spiritual traditions from around the world have recognized for millennia the creative power of the spoken word. In Christianity, the Gospel of John begins with, "In the beginning was the Word." In Hinduism, the concept of mantra, sacred sounds repeated to transform consciousness, is central to meditative practices. In Buddhism, recitation practices are used to cultivate specific qualities of mind. What all these traditions understood intuitively, science now confirms. The language we use shapes our experience of reality. Psychology also offers valuable insights. Cognitive behavioral therapy, one of the most scientifically validated therapeutic approaches, is based on the principle that our thoughts influence our emotions, which in turn influence our behaviors. By modifying thought patterns through conscious affirmations, you are applying a proven therapeutic principle proactively, even before dysfunctional patterns become installed or deepen. Quantum physics adds another fascinating layer to this understanding. While popular interpretations sometimes oversimplify complex concepts, there is a fundamental truth that emerges. The observer affects the observed. Your consciousness, your attention, your intention, all of this interacts with the field of possibilities around you. When you affirm something with conviction, you are not only changing your internal state, but also modifying the way you perceive and interact with the external world, which naturally attracts different types of experiences and opportunities. A crucial aspect often overlooked is emotional coherence. It's not enough to repeat words without feeling. The combination of focused thought with elevated emotion creates a state of being that the HeartMath Institute calls cardiac coherence. In this state, your heart, brain, and nervous system enter into sync, producing a measurable electromagnetic field that extends several meters around your body. It is in this state of coherence that affirmations become most powerful, because you are not just thinking differently, you are vibrating differently. Therefore, when practicing your daily affirmations, you are not just reciting beautiful words. You are engaging in an act of conscious creation that has support from both ancient wisdom and contemporary science. You are literally rebuilding your brain, rebalancing your body chemistry, aligning your energetic fields, and tuning your consciousness to higher frequencies of possibility and potential. This is the scientific and spiritual foundation upon which we will build your transformative practice of daily affirmations.
Creating and practicing powerful affirmations. Now that you understand the deep foundation behind affirmations, it's time to learn the art of creating and practicing truly transformative affirmations. Not all affirmations are created equal, and the difference between a superficial affirmation and one that truly penetrates and transforms can be the difference between frustration and extraordinary results. The first golden rule for creating powerful affirmations is to use the present tense. Your subconscious doesn't understand hypothetical futures the same way your conscious mind does. When you say "I will be successful," you are implicitly affirming that you are not yet, creating a perpetual gap between you and your goal. Instead, affirm "I am successful," or "success flows naturally through me." This may feel strange at first, especially if your current reality seems to contradict the affirmation. But remember, you are planting seeds, not describing the current garden. The second characteristic of effective affirmations is emotional specificity. It's not enough to say "I am happy." Go deeper. What does this happiness feel like? I enjoy a deep peace that remains with me even amid challenges. Or my heart overflows with gratitude and joy for the blessings I recognize in every moment. The more vivid and emotionally resonant your affirmation is, the more powerful its impact will be on your nervous system and subconscious. Effective affirmations should also be formulated positively, focusing on what you desire, not what you want to avoid. The subconscious has difficulty processing negations. If you say "I am not anxious," your mind must first imagine anxiety, and then negate it, inadvertently reinforcing the very thing you want to transcend. Instead, affirm "I am calm and centered," or "serenity is my fundamental nature." This subtle but crucial redirection completely changes the focus of your mental energy. Authenticity is another vital element. Your affirmations must resonate with your inner truth, even if not yet fully manifested. If an affirmation feels completely alien or generates strong internal resistance, it's probably not the right affirmation for you at this moment. Start with affirmations that represent a small stretch from your current comfort zone, not an impossible leap. "I am learning to trust myself more" may be more effective initially than "I completely trust myself in all situations," if the latter generates deep disbelief. As for the practice itself, consistency trumps intensity. It's better to practice 5 minutes every day than 1 hour, once a week. The ideal is to create multiple affirmation moments throughout the day, upon waking, before meals, during transitions between activities, and before sleeping. Each of these moments serves a different purpose. Morning affirmations establish your intention and energy for the day. Affirmations throughout the day recalibrate you when challenges appear. Nighttime affirmations program your subconscious during sleep, a period when it is most receptive. Body posture and breathing also amplify the power of affirmations. When possible, practice standing, with your spine erect, shoulders relaxed, and chest open. This posture of confidence sends signals to your brain that reinforce the messages you are affirming. Breathe deeply before beginning, taking oxygen all the way to your abdomen, and then pronounce your affirmations with the exhalation, as if releasing the words to the universe. This combination of powerful posture and conscious breathing creates coherence between body, mind, and emotion. Many people find value in using a mirror for their affirmations, looking directly into their own eyes while speaking. This practice, popularized by Louise Hay, can be uncomfortable at first because it forces us to confront our self-rejection and judgment. But it is precisely in this discomfort that the deepest transformation happens. When you can look into your own eyes and say with conviction, "I love myself unconditionally," or "I am worthy of all blessings," you are healing deep layers of emotional wounds. Another powerful technique is to write your affirmations by hand. The physical act of writing involves different areas of the brain than simply speaking or thinking, creating deeper neural impressions. Consider keeping an affirmation journal, where you write your most important declarations every morning. Some people find it useful to write each affirmation 3 times, allowing the repetition to deepen the mental impregnation. Visualization combined with affirmations exponentially multiplies their power. While you affirm, see yourself living that reality. Feel the emotions you would experience. Engage all your senses in the imagined experience. If you are affirming financial prosperity, visualize yourself checking your bank account and feeling gratitude. If you are affirming vibrant health, feel the energy flowing through your body. This combination of language, emotion, and imagination creates an internal holographic experience that your brain begins to accept as real, motivating you to take actions aligned with that vision.
Categories of affirmations and practical applications to maximize the transformative impact of affirmations in your life. It is essential to understand that different areas of human existence require specific and intentional approaches. In this block, we will explore the main categories of affirmations and how to apply them strategically to create holistic and lasting changes in all dimensions of your being. Affirmations for self-esteem and self-love. This is often the most fundamental category, as the relationship you have with yourself determines the quality of all other relationships and experiences in your life. Many of us carry deep wounds of rejection, criticism, and negative conditioning that silently erode our confidence. Affirmations in this category work to rebuild your internal foundation. I accept myself completely, with all my imperfections and potentialities. My value is intrinsic and does not depend on external achievements. I am worthy of love, respect, and all good things in life. I forgive myself for past mistakes and choose to learn and grow with compassion. When you strengthen your self-esteem through daily affirmations, something remarkable happens. You stop seeking external validation desperately, establish healthy boundaries more easily, make decisions more aligned with your authentic values, and attract relationships and opportunities of superior quality. This category is especially powerful when practiced in front of a mirror, creating eye contact with yourself and breaking patterns of deeply rooted self-rejection. Affirmations for abundance and prosperity. Scarcity is more often a mental state than an objective reality. Many of us were conditioned since childhood with limiting beliefs about money, success, and worthiness. Prosperity affirmations reprogram these beliefs. Abundance flows to me from multiple expected and unexpected directions. I am a magnet for financial and professional opportunities. The more I give, the more I receive. For I live in a universe of infinite circulation. My creativity and unique value generate wealth easily. The secret here is not just to affirm prosperity, but to genuinely cultivate an abundance mindset. This means practicing gratitude for what you already have, celebrating the success of others without envy, and making financial decisions from possibility rather than fear. Combine your prosperity affirmations with concrete actions, financial education, valuable skill development, strategic networking, and you will create an irresistible magnetic field for material success. Affirmations for health and vitality. Your body is constantly listening to your thoughts and responding to them. Psychoneuroimmunology, an emerging scientific field, demonstrates direct connections between mental states and immune functioning. Health affirmations leverage this mind-body connection. Every cell in my body vibrates with perfect health and radiant vitality. My body has an innate wisdom of healing and balance. I nourish my physical temple with conscious and loving choices. Unlimited energy flows through me, sustaining all my activities. These affirmations are particularly powerful when combined with conscious bodily practices, nutritious eating, regular movement, adequate sleep, and stress management. They do not replace appropriate medical care, but create an internal environment optimized for healing, resilience, and lasting well-being. Many people report significant improvements in chronic conditions when they integrate health affirmations into comprehensive therapeutic protocols. Affirmations for relationships and connection. Healthy relationships begin with a healthy relationship with yourself, but they also benefit from conscious intention and cultivation. Affirmations in this category help attract and maintain meaningful connections. I attract people who respect, value, and inspire me. I communicate my needs and boundaries with clarity and compassion. My relationships are based on authenticity, mutual trust, and shared growth. I forgive easily and let go of resentments that do not serve my greater good. For those in romantic relationships, specific affirmations can revitalize the connection. My partner and I grow together in love, respect, and intimacy. I choose to see the best in my partner, even during challenges. For those seeking relationships, affirmations like "I am prepared and open to a love that honors who I truly am" create energetic response. The key is always to affirm from a place of fullness, not lack. You are attracting to share your completeness, not to fill a void. Affirmations for purpose and fulfillment. Feeling that your life has meaning and direction is a fundamental human need. Purpose affirmations help clarify and manifest your unique mission. I am aligned with my highest purpose, and it reveals itself with growing clarity. My unique gifts contribute significantly to the world. I trust in the perfect unfolding of my journey, even when the path is not completely clear. Every experience, including challenges, is preparing me for my greatest contribution. These affirmations are especially valuable during periods of transition, uncertainty, or when you feel lost. They keep you connected to a larger narrative of your life, helping to transform even difficult experiences into part of a meaningful journey of growth and contribution. Affirmations for inner peace and emotional balance in a world of constant stimuli and endless demands. Cultivating inner peace is simultaneously more challenging and more necessary than ever. Affirmations in this category create an internal sanctuary. I choose peace, no matter what is happening around me. I breathe deeply and release tensions that do not serve me. My emotions are valid, and I observe them with compassion without being dominated by them. I am the sky. Emotions are clouds that pass without altering my fundamental essence. These affirmations are anchors during emotional storms. When anxiety, anger, or sadness arise, consciously repeating these declarations activates your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for emotional regulation, allowing you to respond instead of reacting impulsively. Integrating affirmations into daily life and sustaining transformation. We have arrived at the most critical component of this transformative journey, the sustainable integration of affirmations into your daily life so that change becomes permanent, not temporary. Many people experience initial enthusiasm with personal development practices, only to return to old patterns weeks or months later. This final block will provide proven strategies to ensure that your affirmation practice becomes an ingrained habit that continues producing growing results over the years. Creating sacred daily rituals. Lasting transformation rarely happens through occasional heroic effort, but rather through small, consistent rituals. Establish specific sacred moments in your day dedicated exclusively to your affirmation practice. The ideal is to begin with a morning ritual right after waking, before the day's demands capture your attention. This can be as simple as 5 minutes sitting in your bed, breathing deeply, and repeating your 3 main affirmations for the day. Consider creating what we can call affirmation anchors. Specific moments throughout the day that automatically trigger your practice. For example, whenever you wash your hands, use those 30 seconds to affirm something positive. When you get in the car, before turning on the ignition, pronounce an affirmation of safety and purpose for your journey. Before each meal, instead of simply eating on autopilot, pause for an affirmation of gratitude and conscious nutrition. These anchors transform mundane moments into opportunities for mental and spiritual strengthening. A nighttime ritual is equally important. The last thoughts before sleep have privileged access to the subconscious during sleep hours. When your brain processes and consolidates information, develop the habit of mentally reviewing 3 blessings from the day and 3 affirmations for the next day. This dual practice of gratitude and intention programs your subconscious to work in your favor while you sleep, often resulting in morning insights, inspiring dreams, and awakening with a greater sense of purpose. Overcoming resistance and internal blocks. It is absolutely normal to encounter resistance during your affirmation journey. This resistance is usually your mind trying to protect you from disappointment, based on past experiences where hope was followed by disillusionment. When you notice thoughts like "this is nonsense," "it's not working," or "I don't deserve this," don't suppress them. Instead, acknowledge them with compassion I see that part of me is afraid to believe. I thank that part for trying to protect me, but now I choose to grow beyond this fear. A powerful technique for working with resistance is what I call graduated affirmations. If an affirmation provokes strong internal skepticism, create a softer version first. For example, if I am financially abundant, generates disbelief. Start with, I am open to improving my financial situation, or I am learning to receive more abundance. As this version becomes comfortable, you can gradually intensify to the complete affirmation. This process honors where you are while consistently moving you toward where you want to be. Another common obstacle is impatience. We live in a culture of instant gratification, but deep transformation operates on a different timeline. You are undoing decades of conditioning. Be gentle with yourself. Celebrate micro-victories. The day you didn't automatically criticize yourself. The moment you chose an empowering thought over a defeating one. The situation where you acted with unprecedented confidence. These small changes are evidence that the process is working, even if complete manifestation has not yet occurred. Measuring progress and adjusting course, establish a simple system to track your journey. An affirmation journal where you record not only the affirmations practiced, but also observe changes in thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and external circumstances. Review this journal weekly to recognize patterns and progress that may not be obvious day to day. Often, transformation is so gradual that we only notice it when we look back and see how far we've come. Make regular check-ins with yourself using reflective questions. Do my affirmations still resonate authentically? Or do I need to adjust them? Am I practicing mechanically or with genuine presence? Which areas of my life show the greatest transformation? Which areas need more attention and specific affirmations? This honest self-reflection keeps your practice dynamic and evolving, not stagnant. Consider establishing milestones at 30, 90, and 180 days. At the 30-day mark, you will likely notice greater awareness of your thought patterns. At 90 days, new neural patterns are consolidating, and you may observe consistent behavioral changes. At 180 days, transformation often becomes evident not only to you, but to others around you, and your affirmations begin manifesting in tangible external circumstances in ways that may surprise you. Expanding and deepening the practice as you become more experienced with affirmations, explore complementary modalities that amplify their effects. Silent meditation creates the mental space where affirmations can take deep root. Gratitude practices elevate your emotional frequency, making affirmations more potent. Physical exercise integrates affirmations at the cellular level. Inspirational music or specific sound frequencies, such as 432 Hz or 528 Hz, can create receptive brain states during your practice. Consider creating personalized audio recordings with your most important affirmations in your own voice, perhaps with relaxing background music. Listen to these recordings during routine activities like driving, exercising, or before sleeping. Your own voice, speaking words of empowerment directly to your subconscious, is extraordinarily powerful. Some advanced practitioners develop what we call affirmations in motion, where specific physical gestures accompany verbal declarations. For example, when affirming I receive abundance, you might open your arms in a gesture of reception. When affirming I am strong and resilient, you might assume a power posture. This physical embodiment creates even deeper multisensory neural associations. The continuous journey. Affirmations as a lifestyle. Finally, understand that affirmations are not a tool you use temporarily until you fix something and then abandon. They are a lifestyle, a continuous practice of conscious co-creation of your reality. Even when you achieve specific goals, new horizons appear. Life is evolutionary, not static, and your affirmations should evolve along with you. As you grow, your affirmations naturally become more expansive. What began as I deserve to be happy may eventually become, my joy contributes to the elevation of collective consciousness. What started as I am successful may mature into, my success creates waves of possibility for others. This evolution reflects your own awakening and expansion. Always remember, you are not just changing isolated thoughts. You are becoming a different person, more conscious, more empowered, more aligned with your highest potential. Each affirmation is a vote you make with yourself, a renewed commitment to your best version. And when you commit consistently, the universe conspires to support that intention in ways that transcend linear logic. Your daily dose of blessings through affirmations is not about magical thinking or denial of reality. It is about expanding your consciousness to include possibilities that always existed but that you could unperceive due to limiting conditioning. It's about recovering your innate creative power and consciously directing it. It is about remembering that you are not a passive victim of circumstances, but an active participant in creating your life experience. May each affirmation you pronounce be a seed of transformation. May each conscious repetition strengthen the tree of your new self. And may you abundantly harvest the fruits of a disciplined mind, an open heart, and a spirit aligned with infinite blessings. Your transformation has already begun. Continue, persist, believe. The best is yet to come.